Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. At Newman, Nikki tells Victor she's been reading up on Chancellor Industries. She's so excited to run Catherine's company. Victor tells her no one will do it better than her. Nikki tells Victor she asked Claire to be her assistant, but she's worried about Harrison being caught in the middle of Summer and Kyle's custody battle. Victor says that may be resolved sooner rather than later. Nikki hopes so. Victor understands Nikki's fondness for Claire, but he worries she will bring back memories. Nikki thought about that, but before she was under Jordan's thumb, and that is no longer the case. Victor worries she'll trigger her to drink again. Nikki's secure in her sobriety and will continue to go to meetings. She doesn't hold resentment toward Claire and blames Jordan for everything. If she changes her mind, she'd be glad to have her. Victor looks forward to everyone in his family taking their rightful place in the Newman empire. Summer greets Chance at the club, and he holds her. He notes she sounded tense on the phone and asks what happened. She tells him about Harrison getting sick and says Kyle was there too. He came home early from his trip. She complains that Kyle blamed her for the boy's illness and is determined to paint her as a bad mother. He hates me, she wails. Chance assures Summer it's not unreasonable to want more time with her son. Summer admits she even went to Victor for advice. He said he talked to Kyle for her. Chance warns her to be careful with that. Summer says that whatever her grandpa said, Kyle came to her to talk. He was open to keeping the custody agreement as it is, but she told him he has to cut Audra out of his life completely. He got overly defensive. She doesn't know why he's so dead set on running Glissade with her rather than run it on his own. Chance thinks maybe Kyle's tired of the fighting and offered what he thought was a fair compromise. Summer asks if he's taking Kyle's side over hers. Chance insists he's on her side, but can see how much stress she's under. He knows what it's like to watch a family fall apart and thinks there's more to what she's feeling about Kyle right now. You lost this future that you envisioned with Kyle and Harrison altogether. Summer can't think about that and just has to focus on what's best for Harrison. She recaps that when she brought up Audra, Kyle told her he'd see her in court. She doesn't get it, but she has to talk to her lawyer and see what the next steps are. Chance asks her to take a deep breath so they can really think through her next move. At the park, Claire calls out to Harrison to stay where she can see him. Victoria asks if she's heard from Kyle and Summer about the boys' fall schedule. Claire hasn't and asks why. Victoria thinks she'll be working fewer hours when he goes back to school. Claire asks if her mother would prefer if she accepted Nikki's offer and follow in her footsteps at Newman. Victoria wants her to do what's best for her. Claire just hopes she didn't offend Nikki. Victoria warns that her parents will keep trying to convince her. She'd love it too. It's her birthright, but there's no rush. Claire says it doesn't feel like the right time with the custody battle between Kyle and Summer. She needs to be there for Harrison. Victoria thinks it's great that she wants to do that. Claire says it hasn't been easy to watch the arguing, and for a kid to see that, it must be upsetting. Victoria hopes their dynamic doesn't sour her on marriage. Claire has seen examples of successful marriages, like Victor and Nikki. She also sees a growing bond between her and Cole. She won't be jaded by Kyle and Summer's problems, and thinks they have more in common than they think they do. Claire tells Victoria she thought she wanted a career in child development, but she was really tempted by Nikki's offer. Perhaps it was just that she was touched that she was still willing to work with her. She'd like to get to know her better and be part of the company as a true Newman. Victoria asks if she's given any thought to changing her last name. Claire has. She says it would be an honor and would help put her past behind her. She worries about disappointing Cole, but Victoria's certain he'll understand if it's something she really wants. Claire says it is, more than anything. Tracy and Alan drag their luggage into the Abbott mansion, bantering about going straight upstairs. Alan takes it all in, and she laughs that he's been there before. Alan wants to know where she wrote her first masterpiece and what posters she had on her bedroom walls. Diane appears and welcomes them. Tracy suggests they go for lunch. Alan asks, "Is Jack here?" At Society, Jack tells Billy that the Abbott name doesn't belong on Catherine's company. Billy snaps that it's not her company anymore.